Michael, about 5 years into this partnership with Mick Price, and it looks on paper as though you've got the most exciting team in those 5 years.
Oh, we hope so, Adam. It's been a great 5 years. Forever grateful to Mick and his team for taking me on board. The biggest opportunity any young man could ask for, and I do feel we've kept building our systems and our recruitment of horses all the way through. We had some great horses in the past like Thunderstruck and Jack and O. Hopefully we can find some as good this season. There's a few nice ones there anyway.
This week's important, but what about the week after at Flemington? You basically roll out the A-team there.
Yeah, it's an exciting time of year. So it's Mackay Medieval Stakes Day. The Mackay Medieval will be one hell of a race. I think Via Sistina, Pride of Jenny, Mr. Brightside, and we'll have Warmonger kicking off. So he's starting his Caulfield Cup campaign. He's come back super.
And Warmonger will destroy them. Warmonger's romp time.
Won the Derby in Queensland, got to have a Queensland break. Looks fantastic. He won a trial last week. He'll have a get back run on run. We won't get involved in the hot speed that Jenny might produce. And then hopefully all being well, Turnbull Stakes 3 weeks later into the Caulfield Cup where he drops to 53 kilos. So because of that, we've booked Michael D.
Michael D to take the ride. A lot of discussion over that Queensland Derby. Now, the margin unbelievably big. The hype is enormous. Do you feel that, or are you still waiting to find out a little bit more about the horse beyond that run?
Yeah, as trainers, we're always trying to dull expectation, but we don't know where his ceiling is just yet. The Caulfield Cup's our aim. Whether we go on to the Melbourne Cup after that, time will tell. It's attractive given you've got a low weight this year, but he's a young, immature horse, and it's a grueling test, the Melbourne Cup.
Just staying on Flemington and the importance of the day for you, Vibrant Sun, your Australasian Oaks winner, and a couple of other exciting up-and-comers too in First Settler and Reserve Bank.
Yeah, Vibrant Sun, awesome win in the Australasian Oaks. Had a setback going in, so she was 5-week gap, up to 2,000 metres. Mark Zara dropped the rein, won't remind him about that. Still won, she went hard early and stayed on very well. Has come back much improved, trialled super last week. She'll kick off in the Let's Elope Stakes over 1,400. Zara takes the ride. This prep, I'm going to keep her at a mile. So got to circle around Derby Day, whether it's the Empire Rose over the mile for fillies and mares, or on the same day in Sydney is the Golden Eagle worth $10 million. So nice targets for her, but she's come back a bit sharper, a bit rounder, and lightly raced, so can keep improving. And you mentioned the two young colts. Both are unbeaten. First Settler's a beautiful colt. 2 for 2. He's won down the straight already. So he'll go to the Poseidon Stakes along with Reserve Bank. 1 start, 1 win by 5 at Bendigo. He's a real up-and-comer, smart colt.
Now I want to talk about Bustling, a tremendously exciting addition to the stable and quite a contrast to Warmonger the stayer. You've got this speed machine.
Yeah, isn't he what? What a 2-year-old. WA's Horse of the Year. He 5 starts, 4 wins, and that Karrakatta Plate victory was just insane. I commend the new owners. They've taken a leap of faith, but he's a very exciting horse, and we don't think he's just a 2-year-old. He's got a lot of leg and scope, and he's still bum high, but he's got a job to do. It's the Everest. That's his big goal. It's our view that we think there's a spot there for the just turned 3-year-olds to take the next leap into that top echelon of Group 1 sprinters. We hope he's one of those horses that can take the next step. He gives us that really good feel. I've been riding him a lot. I love him. So he's going to kick off in the Run to the Rose and then third up into the Everest. The luxury of having a slot is we can just, build the horse and peak him on the day. He drops to 53 kilos. It's a race where 3-odds have had a lot of luck. Giga Kick, yes. Even our own horse, Jack and O, who was probably better at 7 on the Golden Rose, he ran so well in that race. So, it's a very exciting time, and got to give him strength.
Well, outside of the big names, I thought it was interesting some of the up-and-comers you've mentioned. Is there one of those you're just most excited about where the spring will take that horse?
If you had to ask me for one horse, I think it's First Settler. 2 for 2, you get to go into group company, but he's got stud colt written all over him. He was an expensive yearling, he's a magnificent sort. He's got a beautiful action, got the temperament to boot. He's won down the straight, and we've got a big red circle around the Coolmore at the end of the spring. So he goes to the Poseidon Stakes via the Danehill, and if he wins that Coolmore, he's worth a lot of money.